Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. You're welcome to this episode of Boss Moms in Business. What we are all about are women who are connected by one business platform, one business model. We have had 8 successful episodes, and every woman who you've heard from in the past 8 episodes, we have one thing in common. We are boss moms in the same business. This business has enabled us, achieved a boss mom status. And you're going to be hearing from tonight's speakers what it means to be a boss mom. We want to welcome every single person right now on this call. We have so many people watching us right now on Zoom, and we also have other people watching us on Facebook. We welcome you to the call. Like I said, we are boss moms in business, and we are here to share with you how we became boss moms, just in case you're interested in becoming a boss mom. But first, we will be happy to tell you what it means to be a boss mom. Today, we're going to be having 3 amazing women speak with us. On our platforms, they are actually directors, and they will be speaking with us today and sharing with us their boss moms experiences. And I can promise you it will be amazing. If you are on Facebook, go to my Facebook page, Idore and Hilary Uso. I'll share the link here, and invite as many people as you want to hear this. Every woman in your life needs to watch this. If you are on Zoom, you can still share the link. And if you're watching the replay, either on Facebook or on YouTube, you can also share the YouTube video with any woman you know. And every man you know, because every man has a woman in his life. It might be a sister, it might be a cousin, it might be a mom. It could be a mom, it could be anyone. So every man has a woman. And a man watching this will also know how to talk to a woman, how to treat a woman, and how to encourage a woman to also be a boss mom in business. So I want to say hello to everybody in the comments. I can see you all. Hi, I see Liliana Jaya, I see Mira, I see Jennifer, I see Theodora, you're welcome. I see Eunice Tammy from the US, I see Idris. You are all welcome. We're going to get started right away. But before I get started, I want to introduce my co-host. My co-host is right now here on the call. Her name is Mrs. Murphy. Hello, Mrs. Murphy. How are you doing? You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Like we always say, good to have you all here. Thank you, Dr. Ivy.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome. I also have all my boss moms ready to roll. I have all my boss moms ready to roll tonight, and we're going to get started. I will be starting with our beautiful, delectable barrister, Liliana Ajayi. You have been with us as soon as, in fact, you were even ready before we were ready. You can't just wait to tell us all about this. And I'm so excited to have you. So we're going to be asking you questions. So you're welcome, first of all, Barrister Lilian, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
All right. So we're going to be asking you a question right away. And the question is, in your opinion, who is a boss mom?
A boss mom is a mompreneur. First of all, good evening, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me on this episode of Boss Moms. A boss mom is a mompreneur. In other words, a mother who is also an entrepreneur. So that is a boss mom in summary.
Wow, I love that. A mother who is also an entrepreneur. That's a lot too. Because even a mom alone is a lot. So but this one is a mom who is also.
But we know that as women, we are superhuman. So
it shouldn't be a lot for us, right? It shouldn't be a lot for us. Yes. Thank you very much for that. So based on that, do you actually think that any woman can be a boss mom?
Oh yes. And every single woman can be a boss mom. If I can be a boss mom, trust me, every woman can be a boss mom.
Wow. Okay, so you know what? I cannot wait to hear your story, because the way you were confidently saying, if I can be a boss mom, I really need to know what happened. So that will take me right to the next question. And my next question is going to be, when did you decide to be a boss mom? At what point in life did you decide to be a boss mom?
If it's on this platform, do you mean on this platform?
No, not on this platform.
Generally?
Generally, when did you decide to be a boss mom?
Okay, that was as I was growing up, I knew I was not that kind of woman that was going to sit down and cross her legs and wait for anybody to do anything for her. So before I graduated from the university, I knew I was going to be a boss mom.
Oh, okay. Was there anything that led to that decision, or you just had it in you and you saw?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm somebody that first of all, I'm a very shy person. People find it hard to believe, but it's the truth. And I don't like to ask for favors. I don't like to ask for anything. So because I don't like to ask for anything, I know I have, and I like the good life. So I have to make my own money. That's the only way I have a good life. So from that moment on, I knew I just had to be a boss mom, because I knew I had to make my own money. That was it. All right, so that was it for me. I'm an independent woman. I don't like being dependent. So yeah, that was the trigger for me for being for wanting to be a boss mom and actually being a boss mom.
So I think Dr. Idi's network is probably not so good. Is it just me?
I can hear her, but she couldn't hear me.
Okay, so let me just continue from where she left off. I think her question was, what has your journey been like? When did you decide to become a boss mom, and how has it been so far, and what future do you see? I couldn't even hear you as well, because I don't know, the network was just frozen for some time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I don't know if others heard you.
Yes, we did. We did.
Okay. Okay.
So
the question she asked me was,
so if you have another question
she asked me, the question she asked me was, let me do a recap. She said, when did I become a boss mom? And I explained that it was right from before I graduated from the university. Okay, so Theodora said they heard me loud and clear. Thank you. So, yeah.
Okay, we heard, sure, sorry, I heard part of that, and I continued on Facebook when I got knocked out of Zoom. I'm sorry about that. So this is what we have to network. Yeah, so I heard, thank you so much for that. I know. So what I want to actually know now is, okay, so let's now hear the journey. Let's hear the process. So you knew before you finished from even the university that you're going to be a boss mom. But when did you start the process of becoming a boss mom? And just share with us how the journey has been. So before you became a boss mom, now that you are a boss mom, and what future do you see? So I want to hear the full story now.
Okay.
All the platforms that enabled you become a boss mom, you can also mention that, yes.
All right. So first of all, I'm a lawyer. So I left the university with my law degree, got called to bar, and I immediately started. In fact, before I could be called to bar, because there was a delay during Abacha's time, because he wanted his daughter to go to a law school in Abuja, the rest of us got delayed. So, wow. And I had to start working, yes. We're delayed 1 year, 6 months. So I had to start work. I couldn't go to NYSC. It was after our own time. They now said, okay, if you they now made a new rule that allows you to go for NYSC without going to law school before our time. If you've not done law school, you can't do NYSC. So we ended up waiting for law school, and then we ended up waiting for NYSC. Anyway, so I started with my law degree and my law degree, yeah, and I was practicing and all, but you know how it is. I have a very mini stature, and people look at me like, okay, are you sure you people go to secondary school? So it was difficult for me practicing, because I go to court and people are asking me whether I have finished the university or I'm hoping to get admission and all that. And then somebody gives me a case, another person say, do you think that one? She's first of all a woman too, she's a small girl because of my stature. So in fact, an incident happened where they took it from me and gave it to somebody who was lower than me in rank, just because of my stature. So yeah, that was it. That was the beginning of the journey for me. And then I dabbled into broadcasting. It was hectic for me. I dabbled into insurance. I went into marketing. I tried some multi-level marketing, but either they didn't teach me well or I didn't learn well. But whatever it is, I couldn't make any headway with any of those until I got to this platform. But in the interim, I've always worked. I worked as a banker for years. And you know what it is? As a banker, you actually don't have a job. I'm sorry to say you don't have a job because you can be on your desk and your job will be terminated. So as a banker for some years, and then I got employed. And that's why I said, if I can do it. I started working in my place of employment. Thank God, beautiful place, wonderful place, blessed ground. I started building from there. But there's so much an employer can pay you. That's the truth. There's so much they can pay you because it's going to be according to stipulations. So they can only pay you according to rules and regulations. And you know that our Nigerian bills don't look at rules and regulations, especially with the current day economy. In fact, you wake up in the morning not knowing what you're going to meet in the market. So naturally, thank God for my platform. I got into our platform, and that has strengthened me on this journey of being a boss mom. It's been interesting, it's been fun, it's been challenging, it's been hectic, but all in all, I'm thankful for the opportunities because with the challenges came, you know how it is. If you're polishing the diamond, it takes pressure to polish a diamond, but at the end of the day, it comes out beautiful and shiny, and that's been my experience and situation. So it's been beautiful, it's been challenging, it's been hectic, but it's been rewarding. It's been worth it. It's been worth it.
All right, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. So I actually want to know now in a little more detail, what exactly, what are the different things you were able to achieve as a boss mom, as a successful boss mom that you were not able to achieve when you were working towards becoming a boss mom? The things you look forward to being able to do that you've been able to do, and then what are the other things that you're still looking forward to being able to do, that you're going to be achieving as well as a boss mom? Yes. Did you get the question? It looks like her screen is frozen actually. Hello, Barrister Lillian. Oh, okay, so the network is not cut out. All right, so we may need to continue when she returns. Let's continue when she returns because I think the network threw her out. I'm just looking and see if she's back. Okay, Mrs. Murphy, you can continue when she gets back. Okay, so maybe let's interview our 1SD IJ, 1SD drama, please go on. Yes.
Okay. Hello, SD Ijoma. Please kindly unmute yourself. Okay, SD Lillian is back.
Okay. You're back. Oh, okay, fine.
Yes, okay. I'm sorry. My network knocked me off for a minute.
Okay, SD Drama, please just give us some time. Let's wrap up with Barrister Lillian.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, so Barrister Lillian, so I was just asking, before you became a boss mom, there were some things you looked forward to doing, being able to do, being able to achieve, what are those things that you look forward to, and have you achieved them now that you are a boss mom? And then what are the things that you're still willing to achieve? Because there's a journey. I believe the boss mom is a journey. Being a boss mom is a journey, is a process. Are there things that you're still looking forward to achieving in the future? Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, there are many things I hope to achieve, and I've achieved a lot of them. One is the ability to be able to travel around the world. I love traveling, and that has afforded me the opportunity. I have always wanted to be. I don't like that idea of somebody coming to knock on your door and say, so your music is playing loud or your light is too shiny, is shining too much in your house and all that. And by the grace of God, I don't have that situation anymore. I am a comfortable landlady. And I looked forward, I've always wanted the best of education for my children. And by the grace of God, being a boss mom has afforded me that opportunity. Actually, my dream was to be able to give my children much better life than I got growing up. And being a boss mom has afforded me that opportunity. And for the future, there's so much. There's so much self-development. I would love to, I'm developing myself and I'll develop myself some more. I like to get some international degrees, maybe a PhD, and yeah, own properties, maybe somewhere abroad and all that. So there's so much I want to do with time, in time rather, and I'm looking forward to do it. But thank God, so far, so good. I'm thankful.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. So let me ask you the next question. That should be the last one for now. We'll come back to the final, the closing word. So you've mentioned you're trying a lot of things and now you are in the business. Are you just doing this business right now or you have other things you're doing? And, throughout the process of being a boss mom, how have you been able to manage your time? As a mom, as a 9-to-5, as a business owner, how have you been able to manage your time? Because this is one thing a lot of people struggle with, and they tell you that's one reason they can't be a boss mom. So how have you been able to do it so others can learn?
Okay, for me, my schedule is something else. It's not even something I want to start talking about. But what I did was to begin to prioritize. And then I cut down on a lot of frivolities. Before now, I was, there's this game on, I can't even remember the name, amazing. There's this puzzle game on phone. What's his name again? Candy Crush. I was a world Candy Crush champion. It's not on any of, I have 5 devices, and it is not on any of my devices now, for starters. Isn't that amazing? And then I used to love watching NCIS, Telemundo, TVs in the house, but it's very cold because it's not on. So what I did was to cut down on frivolities, cut down on things that were not adding value to my future or my children's future. Before, I used to be an ardent fan of BB Niger, but in the last 3 years, I don't know anybody in BB Niger. I don't follow them and all that. I just decided to prioritize, and prioritizing has helped me because right now I'm fully employed 9 to 5, fully gainfully employed 9 to 5, and it's not a job that you do take with levity. You do it. I mean, it's an all hands in kind of job. Okay, it's a 9 to 5 that is actually 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. that kind of thing. So, but what I do is I manage my time by making sure I give time to my business, because at the end of the day, that is what is personal to me, and that's what is bringing me the money. So I make room for it, because I know that if I allow excuses, it is only going to hurt me. So basically, that's what I've done as per managing my time. What was the other question you asked, please?
Yeah, so basically just how you did it so others can learn, literally how you've been able to manage it, especially with the children and the job and all of that. So like on the home front, how have you been running the home and all of that? Yes.
And on the home front, I've had helps, but you know how it is. You have the good, the bad, and the interesting when you have helps, especially when your children are growing up. And then one of my child rather is a special needs child, so that needs special attention. Not that he's not disabled, but he has special needs, and sometimes it can be intense and exhausting and all. So God has helped me, in all fairness. I've had help from some okay households, some not so okay. But what I have tried to do is, thank God my children are grown now. But growing up, it was a lot more hectic. We had to use schools, nursery, what do you call those, crash? We use crash, lesson time to buy time. You know, there was a day I had to run, I forgot my child. I went to pick him, I was in the bank. 6 p.m. The teacher actually took the child home. So I had to go and pick my child from the teacher's house because I couldn't make it on time. So yeah, but now my children are adults now. So for me, it's not so hectic anymore. Yeah, for now. So but for any boss mom that is out there who has growing children, what you can do is take advantage of the times if you are the one that has infants, you know, toddlers, take advantage of that time they are sleeping, the time they nap, the time they are sleeping is when you should do whatever it is you want to do with your work. Just make sure every day you give your business at least 1 hour. 1 hour. Sometimes you think maybe it is a little, but if you build up on that 1 hour consistently, you would make progress, trust me. And then you can grow from there. So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor Leon, for that revelation. We can see where you get your boss mom, level from. You're quite, disciplined, eloquent, and we appreciate you sharing with us tonight your journey and your story. We will be inviting you again after we've heard from the other two guest speakers. We'll be inviting you again because we really also want you now tell us specifically about the business platform that we are on now. But let's hear from the other two speakers. Mrs. Murphy, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Heidi. Thank you so much, FSD Lillian. It was an interesting one. Okay, so over to you as the Ijoma Chuku. Kindly unmute yourself. Good evening, SD. So I am excited to be interviewing you. I met you in Uyo. I did not know you were an SD. We shared a ride. We were at the airport. We were taking pictures until we got talking, and I realized that you are not just an ordinary SD, you're also a record breaker. So I am excited because I want people to hear your story, So kindly, okay, I've introduced you, but you can just say your greetings to everyone.
Okay, good morning, Mrs. Murphy. My SD, Dr. Heidi, good morning. Every time is morning for us in our industry. Thank you, everyone who is hearing the sound of my voice this evening. I want to thank you for the opportunity, to showcase me on your show, The Boss Mom. First and foremost, I like the caption, Boss Mom, meaning you're the boss. You know what I mean? When you're the boss, you're in charge. Okay, my journey started, I got married. My own story is quite different. I got married quite early. I got married at 19. And I started having my children. And then, being married that young, I didn't know quite a whole lot of things until I got into the marriage. Marriage is an institution. A lot of people don't know how they can handle it, especially when they're young. So my late husband then, used to provide everything for me. If I say I want to buy on this, he said, no, darling, I'll buy it for you. I was just, I didn't have a mind of my own. I wasn't really, really very mature to handle marriage. But along the line, I found out that when I started having children, of course, we were living together in Owerri. Then he had to relocate to Lagos. So he wasn't always available when when I'm broke. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're broke. And I was thinking, is that how I'm going to carry on? Is that how I'm going to be calling him to say, those days, communication was even very difficult. It wasn't easy. Getting him on the phone, I had to go to a neighbor's place to call him. And of course, if you write later, then emails weren't really, as it is today. So communication was a bit tough. So I was thinking of what to do. And I said, okay. Then I was still in school. I went to Abia State University. So I married when I was when I finished secondary school, and I gained admission into Abia State University year one. So I said, okay, I'm not going to continue this way, waiting for him to come, send money. Then I was thinking of what to do. Something came to my mind. I started selling okrika, that's secondhand wares. That was how my journey began. I started selling okrika. So any day on Wednesdays, my lecture usually starts at 2 o'clock. So I rushed to Aba from Abia State or Kigwe to go and get, all those bomb shots, those things that students wear. I'll go and get them and I start selling. And then my husband was wondering, she doesn't really bother about money anymore. I was very excited. All of us in our family, my mother had us 5 girls and 2 boys. We have that, business, we're business-minded people. So my mother used to, she still does. She had a shop. So after school, we were all involved in her business. So all of us grew up that way. All of us girls we're all married. We all are doing different businesses in our husbands from our marriage, in our husband's home. So that's how it started. So I started selling okrika. Then after school, I left school. And then after this, I got a job. Then when I got that job, I found that it wasn't enough. I was calling it a take home that never gets home. When you are paid salary, it's a take home that never gets home. And that it's not that I'm telling anybody, any woman out there, that getting a job is not good. But what I'm trying to say tonight is that you need multiple streams of income if you really want to be financially free. If you really, really, really want to be a boss mom. Being a boss mom is you being able to help your family, help your husband financially. Both of you can do that, achieving goals, your dreams as husband and wife. So I went on that journey. I started doing small things. After work, I'll do clothing, I'll do that. And then I moved to Lagos. So shortly after I moved into Lagos, somebody introduced me to network marketing. And then started with a company, an American company. I was with them for 5-6 years, and I went to the top of the ranks. Yes, I went to the top of the rank. I'm this person that is very aggressive. I like meeting people. I'm a salesperson naturally, and that's how I moved up to the ranks in that company. And then shortly after that, I lost my husband. So I became a widow very early enough, and I have 5 children. So I had nothing to fall back to. I told myself, you are not going to be like this. Nobody is going to see your pain on your face. You can do this if you try. You can dare yourself to do more. You can be an extraordinary person. You can be an extraordinary person if you choose to do so. It all has to do with your mindset. I see a lot of widows. Sorry, I see a lot of widows in my church today. I am now, I help them out to, encourage them to do something and not to wait on their in-laws or anybody trying to help them. And I can tell you they're all doing so well today. So that was how my journey began. I know that I'm somebody who likes good life. I want to leave a legacy for my children because their daddy died so young. And I wanted the best for my family. So I had to start doing so much. I work somewhere at the airport. I work with Federal Airport Authority. I do network marketing. I have my other businesses that I do. So there's so much that I'm doing at the moment just to make ends meet. And if I wasn't involved in these multiple streams of income, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to pay as much as $60,000 for my children abroad to pay school fees. I have children abroad that are paying fees in dollars, in pounds, and in other currencies. So that is what the boss mom, entrepreneurship, confidence, believing in yourself, and striving to do more, daring yourself to be an extraordinary person, daring yourself to be the best. That is what it has done for me in the last 7 to 10 years that I lost my husband. I have been carrying on, and I can tell you, a lot of people will come to me to ask me, how are you doing this? I can tell you, it's been a good journey, but it isn't it isn't an easy journey. But I can tell you that whatever you set your heart to do, you will, with the grace of God, achieve that. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was an emotional one. Like, I honestly, I don't know how to react at this point in time. I did not know that much, and so sorry for your loss. I love that you refuse to carry your pain on your face. I know so many, not that I want to compare, but I know so many widows that you would literally know that they are suffering. You would literally see it on their faces, but you are a glam mama. I know your son is even married. One of your children,
first son.
I don't know, you have grandchildren, right?
No, not yet. My first son got married last year. He's just 25.
But I know your first son.
But he chose to marry early, yes.
So I know your first son is married, and I know you are doing very well. You're still going to share more because I haven't even started asking my questions, although you've already answered some of them. But let's start with the definition. What is your definition of a boss mom?
A boss mom is any woman out there who is ambitious, who is self-driven, who wants to be an added value woman to her family, who is an entrepreneur, who is looking at the future, who thinks that she can do more to achieve more and to help her family. That's who a boss mom is. Self-driven,
wow.
Yeah. Go ahead. So that's who a boss mom is. You're striving to better your community. You are striving hard to better your family. You are focused. You are self-driven. You're passionate. You are ambitious. So that is who a boss mom is. Yes.
Wow. So I can.
Oh, wow, Mrs. Murphy, I hope your network is not trying to knock you out as well. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. This is what we experience right here in Nigeria. The network will be...
It's a Nigeria thing.
I think I'm back now. I don't know what happened. The network went off, but I was saying that in summary, a boss mom is Ijomachuku, because with what you just shared before, this is exactly your definition. You're literally a mother that is doing more than what so many fathers and mothers are doing, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So I'll be going to my next question, and that is, do you think every woman can be a boss mom?
Yeah, definitely. Every woman and any woman can be a boss mom. It's a choice to be a boss mom. Like I said, if your why is not big enough, your how wouldn't show up. It's your why. Your why. For example, for me, let me give you a real time, reason why any woman and every woman can be a boss mom. Now, when I see the bills I have in a year to pay, I have over 20, almost like 30 million naira or more bills to pay on school fees, on maintaining the children as in their pocket money, their feeding, rent and all of that. When I look at my bills, and I said to myself, who's nobody's gonna do that for you. So if any mother, any woman, any mom who is out there can actually be a boss mom. It's about mindsets, it's about what you want to achieve for your family, it's about who you are and who you want to be, it's about where you are today, it's about where you want to be tomorrow, it's about the future. So you look at the future, you look at where you are, and you look at, are you okay? I mean, are you all right with what you're doing now? Are you all right with your income? Are you okay with where you are? Don't you think you can achieve much more? So any person who is convinced that where she is right now is not enough. Whatever you're doing now, whatever you think you're doing now is not enough, I think you should be a boss mom. So anybody can be a boss mom. It's about mindset. It's about who you are, where you're going, and where you are.
Wow. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
So any woman here that feels she's not woman enough, or she feels there's something lacking in her becoming a boss mom, as the Ijoma has said it, you can actually become a boss mom. Think about the future you want and look at what you are doing now. Can it take you there? If it cannot take you there, then it's time to become that boss mom. It's free of charge, honestly. There's no money to pay to. We don't have a club where you have to pay to join, so it's actually free of charge. Okay. So our next question was supposed to be about how your journey started, but you've already answered that. So I'm going to go to the next question, and I'd also love people to hear about your long reach journey and how you became an SD. So how has your journey been so far, and what future do you see? Because I know you're just starting your life right now. The way I see you, you're so beautiful. I love the way you always show up. So let them know what plans you have. Which future do you see, and how has it been so far?
Okay, I joined Long Reach about 2.5 years ago. Well, close to 3 years. I was introduced to the business by Pastor Oloma. She's a star director all the way from South Africa. So first and foremost, Long Reach is a universal business, a global business. Anybody can join from anywhere. So that's how I joined Long Reach. But before I joined Long Reach, like I said earlier, when I was introducing myself, I started network marketing in the year 2000. So that means I've done network marketing for 21 years. Wow. So in that journey, I was looking for a few things. I was looking for a good company. I was looking for a company with good, real organic products. I was also looking for a company that has a global presence. I was looking for a company that has very good, global standing. I was looking for a company that, had variety of products, and I was looking for a company that can pay me what I am worth. So that's how come I joined Long Reach. So when I joined Long Reach, I didn't quite understand the business immediately. I had to start, start going for trainings every day, until I got to understand how the business works. Now, but what got me attracted while I was trying to learn the marketing plan and the structure of the business, I first and foremost started studying the product, the uses of the product, what each and every product does. That was the breakthrough. I started marketing the product to my friends, to my colleagues, to my relations. And then as I was trying to understand the business, I found out that I was also making money. So in the process of learning, I was earning. And that was how I started growing in the ranks from Diamond 1 up to the last Diamond, which is Diamond 7. When my uplines wanted me to celebrate Diamond 2, Diamond 3, Diamond 4, I said, no, no, no. That I didn't want anybody to know me until I get to Diamond Star Director 1. That was when I wanted to launch myself in the business. So that's how I started Longreach. Was it easy? No. It wasn't easy. Was it challenging? Yes, of course. But the only thing that I'm going to tell the moms tonight is that you need to love what you do. If you don't have passion in your business, you're not going to do well. The storms will come. When the storm comes, you will just chicken out. But if you love what you do, if you develop passion for what you do, if you are ready to drive your business, so you need to love your business, you need to drive it, and then you need to understand your business. So knowledge is power. You need to understand what you're doing. Most people dabble into the business without emptying their cup from where they're coming from. You need to empty your cup. Because assuming you were, let me say, for example, you were coming from Forever Living, they have a different marketing plan from Longreach. So if you come in to say, oh, this is how we do it, it doesn't work that way. You need to be ready to learn. You need to be teachable. That's all these are the things I did when I came into Longreach. You need to also respect the people that brought you into the business. Make sure you use them. What do I mean by using the people that brought you into the business? You need to, make sure that they are teaching you the business. And you need to liberate yourself at a point in the business to become a leader. Aspire to be a leader, because from leadership, you will now do much more and you start leading others. So that was how I started my journey in Longreach about 2.5 years ago. And then today I'm a star director. These are the things I did in the journey of Longreach. Thank you.
Unmute, unmute.
Okay. Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. I'm sure a lot of people have gotten value, and I love what you said about you need to empty the cup once you come into the business or any other business. Don't think you know it all, no matter how far you feel you've gone, or you've come. So my SD, I can't see you, but I'm hoping you can hear me.
Something happened.
Are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I think something happened. Yes, I'm back. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I would still love you to tell us what the future you see for yourself, in the business, in life. What future do you see? Because obviously, last week we had a glamour. She calls herself a glam ma, talking about, having a healthy and happy retirement and all, traveling and all. So what future do you see for yourself,
Yeah, when you start making money in a business, you don't just make money and that's it. You must have other plans of what to do with the money, especially now that Naira is almost dead. So when you are making money, you have to invest your money where your money will keep growing for you. Okay, so when we are all in Owerri, some SDs, there's an event tomorrow. The Owerri people are doing the awards tomorrow. So most of the SDs are here in Owerri. On our way, when we were coming, my upline, SD Oloma, SD Loretta, was sharing, we were just sitting side by side and we were talking about the things we want to do in the next 2 years and 3 years with our earnings. And, she gave me her own plan, and I told her I like to have a big school where I will have, nursery, primary, and secondary school, school, and that plan is already in motion. We found the land. We're already doing something already. But it's not going to, I'm going to take it gradually until I finish it up. So here that's one of my plans. And there are other plans too as well. These days, when I retire from federal fund, I'm going to be taking pension and gratuity. But I'm sure it won't be enough because there's a lifestyle you want to live. Like I think that by the time I retire, I want to tour the world, and that's one of the reasons why I joined Longreach. Longreach gives you that platform to tour the world. So it's one of my plans to almost tour the whole world before I grow very old. So traveling is part of what I have in my mind to go to Seychelles, to run, go to all those what do I call it, seaways and all of that. So traveling is what I think I want to do by the time I make a lot of money, seeing the world, and then a whole lot of things that I plan to do. I'm also getting ready to be a grandma maybe in the next 2 years, because my daughter-in-law says she's going to have her first child when she finishes her PhD, so she's still going to school. They're not ready. But, I want to be able to, take care of my grandchildren and take them, on vacation with me. So these are the plans I have, in my mind in the future, what I'm going to do with the money. So I want to advise every boss mom that as you're making money, remember that you don't just make money and be buying clothes and be buying shoes, and then you can't even account for the money. That's what we call, escrow accounts. I usually tell people, always have an escrow account. An escrow account is that account that you must always leave something as you earn money. You must always save. If you want to save 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000, you have to move money as you earn money in maybe whatever amount you want to be saving. That escrow account means an account that you don't have a checkbook, an account you don't have an ATM, an account you can't easily access, so that you can have that money to plan the future, whatever you want to do as you retire, or whatever you want to achieve with the monies that you have earned from Longreach. So that's what I want to do in the future. I want to do, I want to build a school, which is already, we've started that process, and I want to be able to see the world. I want to be financially free, and I want to, still look good. It's part of, spending the money. So that's it. That's it for me for the future.
Okay,
Can
sorry,
you hear
my
me?
network has been freezing, but
I can hear you.
I honestly, okay, my network was freezing, but I honestly enjoyed every bit of what I heard, and I'm going to summarize it a bit. Number one, first of all, you gave us a free financial class, like free master class in, financial class. Every woman needs to know that sometimes we get carried away by the money we make.
Exactly.
You end up not seeing your money, not being able to account for it, but our dear SD has told us that you should always try to have something on the side. When you make money, you should be able to put something aside, and then she's also talking about, she has big dreams for her future. We have so many people that, they feel, oh, okay, maybe I'm 30 something, or I'm 40 something, or I'm 50, and then you feel it is the end of the world. You can start having big dreams at at any age. It does not matter, you know,
Mhm.
whatever you've been dreaming of, whatever you've hoped to do, you can start it at any time. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. We are so proud of you, and we hope we can, you know, achieve the things you have achieved and even more. You know, you're an inspiration. I'm sure so many people here can feel the fire. You know, please, if you can feel the fire, can I see the fire emoji in the comment section? Let us see the fire, you know, because this place has been blazing throughout the night. Okay, I can see the fire. So please, ladies, do not take the things she has said for granted. We can do so much more. We can have a great retirement. Our old age can be sweeter. She wants to travel with her grandchildren. I never experienced that. So imagine probably my grandma calling me and saying, Uche, let's go to Paris, or I need you to escort me. You know, when they say your mommy's grandma's handbag, that is the real grandma's handbag. So I am excited for your grandchildren, you know, and I know that all will go according to plan and even better.
Amen.
Okay. Yes. So my next question is this. You said you still work, you have other businesses you run, and you also have the Long Reach platform. How then you have your children as well, 5 children, even though you said most of them are not here, they're schooling, but obviously you're still a mom, and you know, whether you're a mom with your children around or not, you still have to be that mom. So how have you been able to manage your time? How have you been able to balance work, businesses, the home, and you know, your personal life as well?
Yeah. What I tell people, you can achieve anything if you don't have a plan. If my phone that I'm using to do the Zoom right now, it's you will see different timings for different things. In fact, people don't even know that you should have time for everything. You should have time. I have an alarm. Once it is 10 p.m., I go to sleep. My phone will start ringing, you know, the alarm. Yes, there is time. If you're on medication and, you know, today you take it at 8 a.m., next day you take it at 8 p.m., it won't work. So I have time for everything. In the morning, once I wake up, 5 a.m., I'm already jogging or taking a walk. I'm already doing exercise. So once it is 5:30, the alarm will show me that I need to go take my bath. You know, once it is 5:30, I will stop exercising. I will go take my bath and start getting ready to go to work. So what I'm trying to say here is that you should have time for everything. Yeah, you must have time to work, time to play, time to sleep, time to study, time to do everything. So what I have done for myself is that network marketing is not something so big that you cannot achieve if you do it, even if it's 30 minutes every day. If you devote 30 minutes every day to make calls, go through your contacts, scroll through your phone, and say, okay, let me talk to 3 people or 5 people about my business. I don't think it is bad at all. So for me, every day I give my business at least 30 minutes. Then once in a week, I run a Zoom meeting. So you have to devote time for your business. So that's what I do. I go to work. My work does not start from 8 o'clock and end by 8 p.m. I close at 4 p.m. So once I am home, I take my dinner. I take dinner early enough so that I can feel light to go to bed. Then once I'm done with that, I start looking at my phone. I start looking at my downlines. I start looking at who is doing well, who do I need to talk to, who do I need to supply products to, so generally, you have to make out time for your business in as much as that you're a mom. So making out time for everything that you do, time to sleep, time for exercise, time to take coffee, time to study, time to go on vacation is very vital. So for me, there is time for everything. For my business, I give it 30 minutes every day, and every Tuesday between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., we do our Zoom meetings. So that's what I do every day. My children are all grown, like Barrister said, her own children are grown. So I don't have a house help. I have my daughter who is about 13. She's going to turn 14 years next month. So once we wake up, she will just fix her breakfast and go to school. And then I'll just do a few things I want to do around and I go to work. So that's what I do every day. That's how my day is planned out.
Wow.
So I devote time for everything and I still make out time to do my business. So people who give excuses of, oh, I work, I can't do this business. No, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do the business. Obviously, you don't want to do the business because the business does not require you so much time. Like, you know what I mean? You go to farm or you're doing agriculture. Or no. The business is an internet, your phone, your internet, and your contact. That's what the business is all about. So if you have a phone and you have contacts, people on your phone, people you have met in your life, you should be able to do the business. It doesn't require you so much time, to devote to your business. So it's, that's what I do when I wake up from.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you did not take anything away from this, please take away the fact that she said your phone is much more than just for receiving text messages and for taking calls.
Yeah.
We need to learn how to set reminders. I don't know how many of us do this, but if you have not been doing it, it is very important. She even has a reminder of when she should sleep. So probably some of us will be doing late night crawling. Oh, we want to watch Netflix. We want to be eating midnight snacks or doing this. Meanwhile, other people have a timer that is saying, go to bed. It is time to sleep. So she can get her good 8 hours or more number of sleep, which is also good for her body. She has the time, time for exercise, time to prepare for work. So when you plan your time, life will be easier. So please, everyone, learn to use your phone's calendar, learn to use reminders. It will help you very, very well. So thank you so much, SD. It's been an amazing session with you. Honestly, I wish we could ask more questions, but because of time, I'm sure another time we'll invite you, with a longer duration to. We'll just need to pick your brain and empty it out a little bit. Okay. All right. So over to you, Dr.
So
ID.
much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Murphy. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, SDIJ. That was powerful. So many nuggets.
Dr. ID.
So many nuggets I took. But the one that has refused to leave my head is that your future plan. The future plan, the vacation, the business, and the fact that you've reminded us that what we're doing here in Longreach is not to make money to spend. It is to make money to build for tomorrow. It is to make money to have a fantastic future. And I think this is the time for me to actually say this. When I also started this business, for me, I just wanted to make money I just wanted to have enough. I just did not want to be broke. I wanted to have enough. But it was on this platform that I learned that you cannot just spend all the money you make. You need to invest this money into more businesses for the future. The money, basically. Because I just felt like, wow, there's enough money in network marketing I can keep making and making. But you can grow the money and you can never have enough money, right? So, and that was when I also decided I was going to do something. And as some people already know, yesterday I revealed that I am a landlady. For the first time, I've been able to raise a building, right? So, and someone paid the rent yesterday. I'm still in shock. In fact,
congratulations.
I could barely sleep last night, but there was a lot of things that were going through my head. But one of the things that never left my head was this project, right? The funds, all the funds. In fact, let me not say all, almost all the money came from Longreach, my Longreach income. So as I'm earning this money, I am putting it into the building. But this is what happened. My husband was the project manager. So my husband will pay and then let me know how much and I refund him. So on 2 occasions, he told me, okay, I've spent this much, but you don't need to refund me. The first time I was like, oh, okay. I was impressed. It was good money, significant. The second time I said, okay, hold on. Why are you being so generous? He said something that struck me. He said he had told me that time I was doing, I can't do this business. I can't do anything. I can't make money. He had told me, go and make money. If you make money and add value, I will double your money. If you add value, I will increase your value. And that thing never left my head, because I have a lot of women who are, and when he said that, I remember having read about things like this on social media. Our men are not after lazy women. Men will support you when you see that you're ready to take control. Being a boss mom means that you are ready to take control of your life and you're not dependent on any human being. You're not living your life for somebody to live the life for you. And this was what struck me. And I'm just thinking, okay, so it just means that I don't even need to beg this man for money. I just need to show him that I'm making money and he will just be giving me more money. Now I have gotten a new secret to getting more money from him, by the way. But in general, right? I just want to encourage women here. I'm like, you need to give value. When you give value, the universe will raise people, including your husband, to double your value. But when you lock down that value that God has given to you, you go nowhere. So please, women, let's learn. I mean, I had to mention that based on the future, because I am looking at doing so much more. I'm also looking at a very bright future, just like as the IJ, and we will be sharing it with you on this platform.